credit for the win. Came in here and played hard. This one wasn't very hard to figure out. I mean, you lose the turnover battle. You're 0 for 2 on field goals. It gets you beat. That's the difference in the game. Any questions?
Dana, Louisville came in here with not a very good history on red zone offense. I think they were 5 for 5 today. Can you address that a little bit?
Yeah, they probably played a little better than we did in the red zone. I don't remember if we held them any field goals or not. I guess we didn't. I don't know. We played decent on defense in spurts. Obviously, the first half we weren't, didn't play very good, and let them guys convert to make third downs and came out in the second half, played a little better. When we needed a stop, we didn't get it there at the end.
You talked about your special teams play. It wasn't just one area that let you guys down today. It seemed like a few different spots really.
Yeah. The stuff that you see is what's glaring. It doesn't mean that we got whipped on special teams when you shank 2 punts and it doesn't flip the field, puts us in a bad situation. We still got to go out there and play defense. And then when you move down the field and you get yourself in position to get points, obviously you need to knock the ball through, and you got to make sure you're doing your job up front. So, that's a 10-point swing. Two field goal attempts is a 10-point swing. So it's pretty easy to figure out what the difference in the game is.
Special teams has been a problem all season in one area or another, or all areas. You've obviously done all you know to try and get it fixed. Where do you go from here with it?
Well, I would assume that we'll probably line up tomorrow and practice it, our return, they pose some problems, which I talked about this all week. They pose some problems, with their punt team and some of the things that they were doing special teams-wise, which, our kickoff return did a good job. Our kickoff team did a decent job. Our punt team obviously was horrible because we did, and they posed some problems. They brought pressure. And the fact that when we had to punt, we didn't get it accomplished, that was incredibly disappointing. And then their punt team was effective on us because, of the many different things that they shown to the point that we pretty much just went safe the whole time. So it was competitive in 2 areas of the special teams and was incredibly not competitive in probably 4 areas.
Did he do the punting more than Larry?
Yeah. If we were to punt it again, I would put the other guy in there.
Talk about what Louisville was able to do offensively and Bridgewater in particular out there.
Yeah, they moved the ball, made some plays, which, we played good on defense in spurts, but that's, offensively and defensively both for us, we played good in spurts, but we didn't dominate any area. I think it was probably a wash offensively and defensively. We didn't play better than them in either one of those 2 areas, okay? But they didn't play better than us in either one of those 2 areas, Just a couple of things that happened that was very glaring. You lose a turnover battle and you have a sudden change in special teams in a close game, which was this was a close game. It's the difference in winning and losing.
Any thoughts on why at halftime their quarterback is 12 for 13 throwing the ball with 1 incompletion, and that one he threw away? Was he doing something you didn't expect? Was there...
No, we got some sacks, we put some pressure on him. He probably did a good job of not forcing things into coverage. When we didn't get to him and he scrambled around, he was able to find the guy, which that was discouraging. But we did do a good job of getting some pressure on him, which was good to see.
Last play of the third quarter, you had a 3rd and goal, hurried up and ran the play. Did you get the you wanted on that, just didn't execute?
Is that when he threw it away? He didn't complete it? Yeah, he made the wrong deal. That was a run-pass thing, and in that situation, he should have handed the ball off. And he decided to throw it, and he threw it out of bounds. It was a poor play on his part.
I feel like Dana last week you played the second half. Resilience, toughness came back and won. Do you feel like there was kind of a step back today or not? Or
as opposed to last week, yeah. We were able to go out there and close the game out to where this week we weren't. We didn't go out there and then just play awful. We went out there and battled. We talked all week about playing 4 quarters, which I think we did. You march it all the way down the field and you get 1 block for a touchdown. It's a 10-point swing, which if you look at the score means something. You know, if that wouldn't have happened, we would have got the points, and then not, we'd probably be pretty happy right now.
Danny, you talk about the mistakes. Does this feel like the 9th game of the season, or are these things that maybe you figured you've ironed out earlier on?
Well, I mean, we all felt pretty good about the punt team prior to today. You know, we had problems early, and we made some changes, and, you know, you give a guy the game of the you know, potential player of the week, I guess we'll quit doing that.
Dana, on Louisville's last touchdown drive, on the kickoff return, there was a flag thrown, and then the flag was picked up. Did you get an explanation on that?
Yeah, he said that they thought that they were holding, but then they figured out that we were holding, but we were the kickoff team. So when they start talking lingo like that, you just walk away. They picked the flag up.
Talk about what you guys were able to do offensively outside of the turnovers. Satisfied with being able to do what you guys did?
Well, you know, I've made a lot of statements about how I really don't care much about yards. You know, I mean, we had yards. Our yards per play were good. Our third down was, you know, above, right at about 60%. You know, we moved it down and got the ball into the red zone and put ourselves in position to go 6 for 6 and just didn't execute that. And which the PAT field goal unit is part of our offense. You know, so if you consider that, then that's an area that we weren't very good at. You know, ran the ball fine. Completion percentage was good. Lost the turnover battle, and you know, lost the turnover battle. Couldn't punt and couldn't kick. Pretty easy to figure out what happened. Right?